still got the, the diagnosis, I asked for a sweat lodge, and I asked the women to put me in the sweat lodge as opposed to me being put in the sweat lodge. And I says, now I need all of you to take care of the lodge. And so I'm going to be a participant, not the one doing the lodge. So each of you are going to do the lodge. So the chief that was here, she had this made for me. So this is, I feel, our, for our journey and for cancer. So sigalo was a chip so no so chip so motion so kidi mawe buon ul degas kudo abemo which is the sagli kabo tega minodi will no sauce there to was to be. So I just said, grandmothers and grandfathers, you guide us through everything, even through cancer, even through healing, even through all of that. And so we ask you today to join us and walk with us so that we can send the energies of healing out to families who are going through it today. And it's very important that they're never forgotten. And just because we lose someone doesn't mean the family doesn't go through anything. So that's what we're going to continue to do. So I'm just going to put it together. And what she did is she put feathers for 4 generations, and then 13 moons. You know what I mean? So that was in Mozambique. And I have, of course, our little bowl of water as we go up the river, and I have muskrat gilhus as a altar. And muskrat, we were known as gilhus wiskijinua, people of the muskrat. And so some of these ladies are going to be participating in a one-day fast to ask muskrat to come and cure the COVID that's here now. Because muskrat was our medicine when smallpox and chickenpox came, and our people were able to save more people because we had our traditional medicine. So I was gifted with Melanie's help to we had 10 muskrats, and so the hide will be used for rattle, and then we're gonna bury the muskrats and in ceremony to honor them and ask the spirit of muskrat to come and help us with this pandemic that's going and the sickness in our communities and all communities. So that's what the muskrat symbolizes. And of course, water is always our emotions, our tears, losing loved ones, of being afraid when we get our diagnosis. I just touch all the senses that cancer affects your thinking, how you see yourself and your family and the rest of your life, what you hear, who you hear, and all the different advice you get. The senses, because smell does go, taste goes. And so it's just honoring all those senses that we take for granted, because people don't realize it. It's not until you don't have that. So that's what that's for. Keeping our hearts full, even though, you know what I mean, because there has to be a balance. We can't be well all the time. Otherwise, we don't know what wellness is unless we know what sickness is. So cancer is that teacher. It's about teaching us how to really appreciate what being cancer-free means. And of course, what we do with ourselves, our hands and our healing. I'm not going to pass the pipe around, but I'm going to go around you, from behind, and I'm just going to blow smoke on your, some feet of you and stuff. So as I go, just kind of, can I ask you to drum, maybe do a Wolastoqey? Can you sing? No? Bill? Okay, Steph. Please, what do you want? Which one? Wolastoqey. Either one. Whichever one you start, as soon as you start, whichever one comes, that's the one that wants to be heard. But it's Bueno Day is our welcome song for the day, and she'll sing that while I'm coming around with the pipe from behind. Yeah. And I already lit sweetgrass for everybody and pray for all our participants for the journey today. Oh goodness.
Like me.
Yeah, it's getting harder. Yeah.
Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we. Hey, Guano de Alia, Guano de. Hey, Guano de Alia, Yokio-we, Yokio-we, Alia, Alia, Yokio-we.
You and Steph. So if everybody could just introduce yourself so we know who our circle of healers are today, please. Steph, you can start.
My name's Stephanie. And everybody knows Stephanie.
My name is Dave. Imelda Perley.
I'm the Lois Trina. My name is Trina.
My name is Rachel.
My name is Kelly. Melanie.
Amanda. Imelda Sherry.
Mon nom c'est Norma. Je vous souhaite une joyeuse fête des Acadiens. This is Acadian Day.
It is an Acadian
So,
Day today. Yes.
Look at that.
Happy Acadian Day.
Her name is Norma.
Norma.
Yeah. And actually, speaking of Acadian Day, I have somebody from Kingsclear that's helping with our renovation. And I told him, I said, village, French village, it came because they were protecting the Acadians. And so it was called French village because when the Acadians were being expelled out of the province, our people protected them. There's actually a cemetery still there. And
We wouldn't be here today.
Yep. And we didn't. I promised my elder child Solomon that someday I would make sure there's a marker there. There's no marker there.
Nice.
And so I know where the cemetery is. So when we do ceremonies there, and then when there's a death in the community, we always go and we do an offering for that because the Acadians taught us compassion too. You know what I mean? And because so it's important for me to go to do this and stuff. So thank you for being here.
We'll be making noise on the streets at 4
Yeah,
o'clock.
good. Yeah. I have a beautiful celebration to go to tonight, and back home I have to go back to Tobic after the walk. I have a young survivor that a few years ago felt her life wasn't worthy of living, and today she graduated. So I'm so proud, and I promised to be there because the balance was, do we go according to all the medications, of what she was going through, or do we go through ceremony? And she chose ceremony, so I'm quite proud of that. So definitely have to be back there. So I'm going to pack this up, but I'm going to carry it on my back because these are all the medicines that went with the chemo and the radiation, and have a lot of symbolism. I gave earrings to all my oncology doctors with the little symbol on it. I had somebody from Kingsclear do little beaded earrings. This one was made. This is actually my Sundance feather because for what I did last year is when my hair started to fall out, I saved it and I made it into prayer ties. And I had young women and girls come in to make the prayer ties. So we made enough for the Sundance tree and get the bag yet. And then I was a Sundance grandmother, and I remember the organizer, she had a spare grandmother in case I couldn't have the strength to do the walk, because you have to walk into the woods where the tree is and walk back. She said, "We have you a spare grandmother." The spare grandmother got tired.
But you
She
didn't.
said, I did it. You know what it is? It's something like this. You just get so inspired that I felt like running to the tree. You know what I mean? And when you hear the drums, when you see the men, when you see the people, when you see the children, because I had a little girl, and I felt so bad because my French wasn't, she was French. And I knew, like, was it très gentil, and little things like that I could tell her, and stuff. But anyways, being the Sundance grandmother was such an honor. And so I wear my Sundance, my feather, from my first Sundance many years ago. And somebody made this for me. It's got a shawl, and it's me holding up my fan. And she put the little symbol on there and stuff. So lots of caring people. So I see we're very lucky. We have our drummers here and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Majibal? Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a ball with. Yeah. So we're going to. You're gonna walk with us, or you're gonna sing?
Not sure yet.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll listen to a song from you and stuff. And Stephanie was your what do you call that? The singer before the singers.
Open act.
There you go. So thanks, Stephanie, for being your opening act. And we would love to hear those drums while we're packing up and getting ready, because we're gonna start walking. Yeah. I'm just gonna add, because it's Acadian Day, I'm gonna do it in French. Maybe I'll need my drum.
You're so fancy.
No, and I sing it in French because Gwen, who left us the song, her maternal side and my maternal side both came from Kakuna, Quebec, and settled in Quebec. So I honor. You know, I grew up listening to French because my grandfather was French and Maliseet, and so those are the two languages we heard. So I'm just gonna honor that DNA of mine.
Great-great-grandfather was half Acadian and half Scot. He was adopted